I'm gonna make more videos of this topic. It's just running in my mind. It's like I'm going crazy right now. More Kyrie hate. You know what? I said it. I think I hate Kyrie the most. Not because he's a bad player, just because the glaze. Usually with players, I just hate when they're overglazed. Like the idea of the player, not necessarily the player themselves, not their person, not their game. I just hate the glaze, bro. Like, god damn, y'all niggas discredit Curry, bro. Like, fuck, bro. Like, it gets to a point, dog. It gets to a point, bro. And I'm willing to debate anyone. I'm so strong about this. I want to convince. Yes, you heard that right. Convince y'all that Curry's the most skilled of all time, and it's definitely not fucking Kyrie. Definitely not. I'm willing to have arguments with AI, Isaiah Thomas. Um, you could even say Pistol Pete. Like I would say Kyrie's more skilled than Pistol Pete, but relative to time. Like we're talking about relative. I'm willing to hear that argument as well. Jerry West, even. I mean, again, if we're talking about on ball, like you could argue as a jump shooter and like for the time too. Like Jerry West, if we're talking about relative size too, right? But if you want to say athleticism takes apart, fine. Steve Nash, Chris Paul, I'm even willing to have that argument. Although I would say Kyrie's a better scorer, not by much though. Like not by much. I think Chris Paul was a more fit, but I think Kyrie just because like there's players I'm willing to have the debate with more than Kyrie with Steph Curry. But if y'all want the see this is there again, the reason why I think Kyrie's really overrated, and y'all say high level basketball minds or whatever. Y'all are appealing to authority, okay? You see Shaq say again. You see Shaq says Bobo is Wemby. Like no, like even high level basketball minds have wrong opinions, and it's just wrong. And y'all like, what do you know? Okay, first of all, right? Just because I'm not 6'6" and athletic as hell, that doesn't mean I don't know basketball. Like y'all know this though. Like that's the thing. Y'all just appealing to authority using that fallacy, and it's like bro, high level basketball mindset. Like I've watched the videos and I know what they like. If you actually watch the videos, I know what they're saying. They don't. Y'all, you have to know this about NBA players. Okay, they're politically correct. They want to be politically correct, right? They're not gonna just go and compare because they don't give a fuck. That's why they don't study in comparisons. They go in like they go details, right? But they don't really go into like the details with like comparisons or whatever and like that. That's where I come in, right? Sure, there are people smarter than me in that aspect as well, but in this specific aspect, no, bro. No, it's just biasy, that's why. Like I guarantee you, like if they were to actually think, right, and like actually have a certain criteria, because what NBA players will usually do is like with skill, like because they'll give credit to like Jamal Crawford, Manu Ginobili, etc. Right? It's just it's the way they play. That's why. That's how they credit skills. This is what most NBA players, right? Because NBA players they don't give a fuck. That's why after they retire, they literally do not give a fuck, like at all. Like I think even Gilbert might say Curry is the most. I don't know if he said that though, but I think I remember him saying something like that. But yeah, that's what I'm saying is that because like that's what they're basically looking at. And the reason why I'm saying this is because biases, that's what like certain criteria of what skill actually is and what matters in basketball. What is skill then? Like now we're having this whole criteria list and like what actually matters. And it's like and yes, I am a Warriors and I am a Curry fan, yes. I understand that. And but I don't even talk about Curry like that at all. But it's just like when it comes to Kyrie, it's like okay, I can understand other players. It's just with Kyrie, it's just I do not understand why him. Because his footwork's fancy, because he could stand the balls like when he's doing dribbling, like because he finishes with both hands, like. But then at the same time, though, it's like then efficiency comes in, right? Like then you would have to look at the numbers and stuff. And I think Curry's just better. Like I do admit Kyrie's a better finisher than Curry. But even the percentages would even say Curry too. I think I would have to look more into that, but I think the percentages would say it is Curry. But I think Kyrie that is also because of athleticism too. Like I think people also underrated that Kyrie is also for like small guards though, because you all gotta remember like your comparison to small guards, right? Like for example, like Blake Griffin, right? No, Kyrie's not athletic as Blake Griffin. He's just fucking not, right? But for comparing him to relative guards, I would say So you got Westbrook. I mean, you got like, oh, if we're talking about grades, right? Because there's a lot of different guards in the leagues that I can like. I just wouldn't know, but I would say for grades, like I think he's more athletic than Stockton, Curry, Steve Nash, Jason Kidd. Um, I think he's actually more athletic than Isaiah Thomas. I think he's, and the reason why I'm using athleticism is because you have to use relative, like you have to compare the two, like what predicates using athleticism, like what can you get away with versus fundamentals, right? So skills is what happens with certain fundamentals, right? The less fundamental you use, the less skill you are. Like just backing someone down probably takes like the least skill. Like it really does. I mean, unless you do certain moves, but then you get into like semantics and whatever. So fundamentals, right? And athleticism. I do think he's more athletic. I think Kyrie, like besides like Westbrook and whatnot, I think he's more athletic than Jalen. Like Kyrie is the most athletic out of all these guys, and the reason why I say this too is because we're having certain standards, right? How much athleticism are we inquiring into skill? That's my main point. Is that, bro? I think besides like Westbrook, like in the top 100, I think Kyrie is the most. Oh, but I think AI was more. I think, but AI was shorter though, so I would say that I think Kyrie is like the most athletic out of all of them. Yeah. Okay. I want to continue having these debates. Goodbye.